What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with a compilation of Madness tunes that has been waiting for some time. Thank you again to Yvonne, who shared this a while back. And I've been meaning to get to it. Now, Madness, it's a group I know well, meaning I know their reputation, I know they were part of that second wave. I don't know if they were technically considered two-tone, like the Specials and so on, but I do know they're from that era, the second wave, the British wave of ska. And I also am familiar with at least a couple of their tunes, including the one we're going to hear first here, but also, and maybe especially, One Step Beyond. I think I did a video reaction to that on my Patreon now, like a couple years ago. I'll have to look into that, and if I didn't, it's worth reacting to, but I think I did it already. Anyway, that was always my favorite, especially because it has a brief but very impactful saxophone solo and just a lot of fun. This one has more of like a sing-along type of sound, meaning it's not quite as energetic. I don't think it has a notable saxophone part. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not recalling it correctly. But definitely this is one I heard growing up. And though I don't think I understood the context of the band or, the sort of genre that it came from when I heard it as a kid, it's certainly one that stuck in my mind over the years, so I was not surprised to see it at the start of this compilation. So yeah, many of you probably know this well, probably know Madness better than I do, but it'll be fun to go through this compilation. Side note, One Step Beyond is not in this compilation, so we'll have to deal with that, but let's give it a listen. This is Madness. The song is Our House, and it's the first tune on a compilation, which I think is just called Madness. Like the folder here, yeah, it's just called Madness. So let's give it a listen. This is Our House by Madness, which according to the metadata here is from 1983.
Father wears his Sunday best. Mother's tired, she needs a rest. The kids are playing up downstairs. Sister's sighing in her sleep. Brother's got a date to keep, he can't hang around. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our house. It has a crowd. There's always something happening, and it's usually quite loud. Our mum, she's so house proud. Nothing ever slows her down, and a mess is not allowed. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our house in the middle of our street. Something tells you that you've got to in the middle of our. Father gets up late for work. Mother has to earn his shirt. Then she sends the kids to school, sees them off with a small kiss. She's the one they're going to miss in lots of ways. Simply waste the day away, then we'd say nothing will come between us. Two dreamers. Father wears his Sunday best. Mother's tired, she needs a rest. The kids are playing up downstairs. Sister's sighing in her sleep. Brother's got a date to keep, he can't hang around. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our street. Our house in the middle of our house was our castle and our keep.
So, number one, I wonder if this is like a single version, maybe an album version that's longer, maybe it just does fade out that way. But yeah, like hearing it again, number one, there was actually more saxophone than I was recalling. Obviously, the chorus, that catchy chorus, is, I think, impossible to get out of your head once you've heard it. But yeah, hearing it again now, like, it feels almost more like new wave than it does ska. Again, there's a bit of ska there with the saxophone at least, and that's not inherently ska based, but yeah, as I said, it felt a bit more like early 80s new wave than anything else. Secondarily, like, I don't know how to take the lyrics. It feels like on some level it's more or less straight away. It's kind of like a slice of life, a positive memory of the normalcy of their house. I don't know if it's supposed to be like a suburban house or if it's a bit more, like, let's say, lower socioeconomic status, like, they're living in a very simple house and so on. But, describing father getting, into his Sunday best, and mother, keeping a clean house, but she's doing her thing, and then, sister's still sleeping, maybe she was out the night before, brother's doing his thing. It's like, it's just kind of this snapshot in time, and maybe I'm missing a detail, maybe I didn't hear everything clearly, but it kind of sounds straight away, and like it's genuinely nostalgic for their own castle and their keep, whatever size or, socioeconomic status that entailed, and, remembering that, the memories they had there, the experiences they shared, they were all together. But then there was a line about, like, I don't know, two people, and I wondered, like, oh, is he actually, like, talking to, someone else that was there in that time? I'm not sure, but either way, again, it feels very nostalgic, and I might very well be missing something, but yeah, as I heard it now, it felt pretty straight away. And yeah, again, it's a fun tune. I don't think it's as fun of a tune for me, someone who likes punk and ska and so on, including ska way back, the original wave of ska in Jamaica, the second wave of ska in the UK, the third wave of ska in the US in the 90s, or in many places, but I think especially in the US in the 90s. So yeah, I like different kinds of ska, including ska punk, which, again, if you know me, you'll know I listen to Operation Ivy and some bands that blend punk and ska, but the point is, like, this is not quite how I remembered this song, and I do wonder, as we go through this compilation, whether there will be more tunes like One Step Beyond, or more tunes that are closer to this. So that'll be really interesting, and to get a fuller view of Madness. So once again, thank you to Yvonne. Let me know what you think of this one, and I will see you next time. Peace.